On this adventure with Lukimyu, we run into engine trouble at sea, sail from the Whitsundays to Bundaberg, come across a banded sea snake, and sail over a fence.
Today's the day we're going to leave. We're going to go from here, which is Airlie Beach, down to here, which is Bundaberg. As you can see from the colours that are there already, it's actually quite low wind. So if we press play, and it's going to roll through Saturday, Sunday, Monday, etc, etc, etc. And so very, very low winds as we go down the coast. Nothing really over 15 knots. So today's day one of heading down south on our way to the Gold Coast and eventually Sydney. These are the Whitsunday Islands and we've been around them all for the last couple of weeks. We provisioned for 2 weeks to get us to Bundaberg, maybe Kaiser Island for tonight. We do about 5 or 6 on average and it's currently 1 o'clock.
Baby. We have just left Shore Island and we are heading south on our Big Bash South. Day 2, going to Keswick and St Bees. We're going past Platypus Rock. So this is the Smith group, that is Goldsmith, Tinsmith and a few other Smiths. Morning Denise.
Morning Jamie.
Anything to report?
Second cup of tea.
Well, that's something.
All the pink splodges are container ships.
We've never seen so many ships in one location. 27 we've counted. Hey guys!
Decided since the weather's pretty mild at the moment, rather than stopping at Prudhoe Island, which is just over there, which would have made it 60 nautical miles for today. Instead of doing that, we're going to keep going while the weather's mild and head on down to hopefully Great Keppel by tomorrow night. Might be a bit far, I don't think we're going to make it quite that far, but we'll see how we go. So overnight sail, so we need to set up our lifelines, our harnesses, our EPIRB, our tethers, and Jamie's just found the portable GPS because I had a bad experience last time we did a night sail, so we've got the backup found and on and ready to go.
So I thought I'd show you how we set up our lifeline. Essentially at night, we want to make sure that we're always clipped on. Because we're going to be sailing in shifts, one person's sleeping while the other person's at the helm, and what we don't want is to wake up after a 2 or 3 hour sleep to find our husband or wife is 50 nautical miles away, lost in the ocean. So essentially what we do is we set up the lifeline in such a way that we can manoeuvre around the boat to access any aspect of the boat. As you can see, clipping on the harness is pretty secure. The tether that attaches to the harness has got a special non-release mechanism and has 2 clips on the other end, allowing you to be clipped on at 2 points at any one time, which of course allows you to manoeuvre around the boat given the fact it's tied off in certain locations. Here I am at the front, just measuring the distance to make sure I can still reach every aspect of the boat at full length without actually going overboard.
Morning.
Morning.
It is, I don't know, Monday the
22nd
January. We have done an overnight sail to try and take advantage of the good weather.
Low winds.
Low winds, hasn't been that good. Jamie was pretty sick yesterday. Don't know why. He thought maybe something he ate, but we ate the same things. Seasickness type things, but he doesn't think he was seasick. So he went down.
It's not impossible, but I've never really been seasick fundamentally before, so anyway.
So he became a non-functioning part of the team at about 6 p.m. and gave himself, well, he sent himself to bed. At 8 I technically then started my shift. 7 o'clock the port engine died again, and relatively rolly sort of seas. We only had the mainsail up, and with the starboard engine going and the mainsail up, we couldn't really steer the boat, so we did a 360. And we were, you know, in the vicinity of islands, but not close to them. Anyway, we were talking through various options. We eventually did get so then we put up the head sail to give the boat a bit more stability, Jamie's idea. And then eventually we did get the port engine started, but I made the observation that we are on a sailing boat and that we could probably just change our direction, because we were sailing really close to the wind to try and get around to Great Keppel Island today, which we're not going to make now.
And that's why the engines were on. In order to get round the east coast of Australia, we have to head essentially southeast, which is predominantly where the winds come from, the trade winds. So with an easterly, you can't quite sail that in our cat. So to sail that close to the wind, we need the engines ticking away as well. But without that, what we could do is pull the head sail out. But we were never going to make the east coast of Australia.
So we turned the engines off, left the head sail out, turned more away from the wind, whichever way you want to look at it, and then sailed off sailed heading back towards Australia. And there's a bit of a mainland bump that's coming, which we have to go around, hence using the engines. And then Jamie came up at 11 and we tacked. Jamie did zigzag while I was asleep.
Which means we're really going backwards on a lot of the ground that we had covered, unfortunately.
Yeah, actually when I came back up at 2:30, pretty much back where I was about 3 hours before, so that was a bit demoralising. 11
to 2:30, although we'd made further ground east, which meant we could then take a heading that was going to get us essentially to where we needed to go.
And here we are this morning. So we're going to go to Island Beach, or Island Head, or Port Clinton. Jamie's angling for Port Clinton.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got the tolerance for it. And I haven't had really no sleep. So we might need to renegotiate our end destination as the day wears on.
This is part of the lower side of sailing. This is not the part that's great.
And it's still pretty rough. And there are waves crashing over the boat. And I'm grumpy. And so are you.
Getting a little bit of rain now. Update. We left this morning at 5:30 from a nice little anchorage
We are at Great Keppel Island in Svenedens Beach, Svenedens Bay, something like that, and we're going to go onto the beach and we're going to go for a bushwalk.
Rest in peace, only 23.
The Robbie track, named on a Private Robbie poet, killed in action in Afghanistan. A regular visit to the island, and he loved it.
It's the noise of a lot of bugs.
Steep.
Chair, Denise?
Great Keppel Island Homestead, permanently entered into Queensland Heritage Registry, built in 1922-24, occupied by Lizzie Leake with her first husband Michael O'Neill and later with Ralph Leake. Lizzie ran sheep on the island until 1945.
Someone left the gate open.
Didn't fall in.
Don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple of big goats on the track ahead. Just walking off. That looks like a goat track they're walking up.
I knew it was coming.
Come on guys. Didn't mean to make a joke, I was just kidding.
Oh God, they keep on coming. They keep on coming. Leaving Great Keppel Island. Part of the resort over there, I think. And over there is an offshore platform. We don't know what it is. It just says offshore platform. We said we were going to leave Roslyn at 8 AM, but we're going through the Narrows. Narrows is a very narrow stretch, I don't know where they got the name from, stretch of water that goes between Curtis Island and the mainland at about the level of the top of Capricorn in Australia. And there is a portion of it, about 1 nautical mile, that dries completely and they run cattle across it.
So it's quite a unique item.
Yeah, so when it's at high tide, if you time it right at high tide, and assuming the tide's high enough, which it is today, it's a 4 metre tide today, you can pass through the narrowest part, the cattle crossing part. But,
which is otherwise dry at low tide.
Yeah, so we had to reverse engineer it as to when high tide would be, what time we had to be at the beginning of the narrow, and then what time we needed to leave Roslyn, which is the Keppel Bay Marina, which is where we were last night. So we needed to leave at 8, which we did, bang on 8. It took us about 4 hours to get here. We said we were going to be at Sea Hill, which is that hill just there. 12:45. It's 12:20, so we're a little bit ahead of schedule. We just went through a really shitty patch of water though. Bloody horrible. Nothing about that in the book, Alan.
About to cross the first of the cattle crossings in the Narrows. It's 2.5 metres in depth beneath the keel, and we're currently in an area that is about 1.3 metres above the water. In other words, it dries by 1.3 metres at low tide.
That is a cattle crossing. No sheep today. Did I say no sheep? I said no sheep. That's a cattle crossing. No cows today. Number 7. 7 of what? We don't know. So we go around that one, and then we're going to slalom around that red one over there.
What a cool fence. Homemade. Well, the ship in front of us is in an area called a swing basin, and these tugs are making it do a complete U-turn. In a pretty confined space, I've got to say.
And your level of excitement out of 10?
Pretty high, whilst trying desperately hard not to get in their way, as we were advised by the harbour master.
Who said, and I quote, stay out of their way. So she was doing a U-turn, and we've waited, and now they're pushing it to the dock, and we were just waiting to get past the tugboats so there wasn't too much thrust coming off those tugboats that would push us over. And yeah, peak hour traffic here at Gladstone. Lots happening. It's not a very busy town. How's your brekkie?
Good. On the next adventure with Lukimyu, we complete some boat projects and we sail out to discover Lady Musgrave Island. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with your friends.